Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rattling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave o'er the land under the frame, and the home of the brave.
Hello, I'm Willie Jones. Have you had a run-in with the local law enforcement? Last weekend, I found myself in the custody of the sheriff's department. I wasn't ready for it either. As a matter of fact, I was becoming popular a lot faster than I wanted, and my cellmates started calling me Sugar Britches. I didn't know what to do. Fortunately, I heard about Kenny Bun Bail Bonds. Kenny himself came and got me. My virtue was saved. So remember, if you find yourself against the local law enforcement, don't wait. Call Kenny Bun Bail Bonds at 256-237-9996. That's 256-237-9996. Or have somebody go by the office at number 30 East 14th Street in Anniston. That's Kenny Bun Bail Bonds. They'll have you out before you can hear the words Sugar Britches. The views and opinions expressed on the Honest Answer radio show are the opinions of Honest Answer Media and no one else. If you're hearing a syndicated broadcast of this show, don't hold it against the broadcaster. Rather, congratulate them on their openness, tolerance, and respect for the First Amendment to the Constitution of the United States of America. Thank you very much.
America needs you, Harry Truman. Harry, could you please come home? Things are looking bad. I know you would be mad to see your favorite man develop on the land you love. America's wondering how we got here. Harry, all we get is lies. We're getting safer cars, rocket ships to Mars. From men who sell us out to get themselves a piece of power.
Hey, welcome back. We are finally back on the air again here at HonestAnswerRadio.com. If this is your first time listening to us, I'm going to be the Marty half of your dynamic hosting duo.
And on this Tuesday evening edition of Honest Answer Radio, I will be the Casey half. And man, it's been a while, but y'all, look, we've been sick. We had this flu bug that it was the most vicious, evil flu bug that I think I've ever had.
Well, from what I'm hearing for, well, I guess you'd call them co-sympathizers, this particular strain of bug it's whipping everybody. I've dealt with it for the better part of a month, and I'm finally back on an even kill now. I feel more human, and I have been itching to jump back on the air, and here we are.
Well, we wanted to do a show last week too. It's just neither one of us had a voice.
Well, usually when we open the show, I always put our little tagline in there. We're kicking the mainstream media in the teeth every chance we get. And I intentionally did not say that tonight because there's really no kicking in the mainstream media that we can do at the moment because it's lost its fun. Making fun of the mainstream media has just become so... I mean, my goodness. Do we really need to point out?
Well, when all the polls are showing now that the mainstream media has completely lost its credibility. I mean,
Yeah.
between Brian Williams every day on MSNBC,
Mm-hmm.
CNN's coverage of everything. I mean, nobody out there in our listening audience listens to the mainstream media. I mean, occasionally they like to hear us making fun when, Chrissy Poo or somebody, says something really, really stupid.
Yeah.
But hey, man, look, we got bigger fish to fry. Right
We
now.
do. On the little teaser there on Facebook, I had said that, we will be talking about what is going on with the negotiations over Iran's nuclear capabilities. We have talked about this issue and talked about it and talked about it. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say at least since Obama's second term began, because that's really when things, when Iran started making more and more moves on globally.
When they started importing more and more centrifuges.
I believe we pointed out during a president's hot mic at one time, or saying, "You tell Vladimir I can be more flexible after the next election." I believe we pointed out then that there were going to be a whole lot of things that this nation would not stand for that's going to be happening because he'll have a whole lot more flexibility. Now, in this instance, we're talking about a country, Iran, that daily screams death to America.
Daily. And
Death to the
they
Jew.
They definitely make a point of it every single Friday
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
to chant death to America, because on Friday they remember when they had their Iranian Revolution, deposed the Shah of Iran, and took over
Our hostages.
Yes, they took over the U.S. Embassy and kept the hostages for 400 and some days.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, and not only inside the borders of Iran are they doing this, but now Iran and their particular stripe of Islam
Mm-hmm.
is controlling territory in Syria,
Iraq,
Libya,
Yemen.
Yemen.
Now, that has caused some serious waves because for the first time, an all-Arab army is being put together.
By Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Qatar,
Which, look, Egypt.
Egypt.
On its face, it's part of me goes, well, it's about time. We've been trying to tell you guys that a lot of this stuff over here is y'all's problem. Like, take ISIS, for example, all right? The Caliphate. Now, these Arab nations that are getting together, guess what? They're Muslim too. But, like Casey said, they're a different stripe. Okay,
You know,
but
they-
in this instance, man, you've got Shias and Sunnis
teaming up.
teaming up because even they can see that this caliphate's idea of how to be a good Muslim and what'll happen to you if you're not a good Muslim in their eyes. You know, these other countries are seeing that and going, now, wait a minute. Now, we do some freaky stuff, but this is just a little bit too
Well,
much.
see, like Saudi Arabia, they know that they are not Islamic enough to suit these, the folks in the caliphate. They're just not Islamic enough.
Well,
And, this is just this is not good. Egypt is seeking nuclear weapons. Saudi Arabia is seeking to get their hands on nuclear weapons. So do you think that it's going to be, say, United States, France, or Israel, people who have been responsibly handling nuclear weapons since the late 1940s? Do you think it's going to be those nations that sell them the equipment and stuff, or do you think it might be some of the bad actors like Russia, North Korea,
hmm
Pakistan?
Well,
who will
it's
be helping
only
them?
been all over the news, even in the mainstream media, that Vladimir Putin has been sending mega support to Iran since since before ISIS ever came into the picture. Russia has been sending their nuclear physicists and other nuclear scientists down to Iran to try to help them out. And look, man, Bibi Netanyahu, when he came and spoke to our Congress, much to the chagrin of our president and virtually every Democrat supporter out there of this administration, they didn't like Bibi coming. But Netanyahu's whole point, the whole reason he came here to address us, is because he knew that this administration was not going to be looking after the interest of even its own people, or have the interest of Israel at heart, or even the Middle East for that matter. I'm going to go ahead and just say it like it is. Our president knew all along, before he was ever reelected, that he would be working deals with Iran and that it would land in Iran's favor. He's been trying to get the sanctions
Lifted.
that we have imposed now, that our legislative body agreed upon, that the United Nations, even the United Nations, agreed with our sanctions. This president, for some strange reason, feels that the nation of Iran should be just as nuclear as the United States or Russia or India or, a lot of these other, you call them responsible nations. When has Iran ever acted responsibly? Let's not forget, again, these are the same people that are screaming death to America and death to the Jew. Netanyahu comes over to this country and says, you guys, we cannot let Iran get nuclear capabilities. There's ways to build nuclear plants that you cannot. There's a way you can refine the uranium
Without enriching it to the point of being able to use it in a bomb.
Right.
We've got nuke plants here
Mm-hmm.
that generate nuclear power without enriching.
But Iran is not seeking those, they're not seeking that kind of nuclear capabilities. That they, as a matter of fact, have rejected every proposal that involved that particular kind of nuclear capabilities. If this was about providing electricity to its citizens, they probably wouldn't be getting all these complaints.
Well, and this is in an oil-producing nation, by the way.
Mm-hmm.